Hello, racing fans. Welcome to Delaware Park. I'm your host, Adrian Gracie. We'll be watching races from Thursday, the 26th of August. We had 9 races today, and our 8th race was our feature race. It was a Dover Stakes for 2-year-olds, colts and geldings. Our main track was fast, and yes, we were back on the turf, and it was listed as good. The weather here on Thursday was absolutely gorgeous. It was sunny, it was warm. I can't say it wasn't. The highs were in the 90s. The winds were from the south about 5 miles per hour. Just was a really good day for racing. So we have 9 races to do, and let's get to the first half of the early daily double, which will go 5 furlongs for maiden filly 2-year-olds. Take out the 1 and take out the 5, and here's your break.
Away and running. Great speed from Arrogant Girl. There goes Queen of Kantharos, and those two floor it when the starter said go. And Ready to Film protects the inside position early on. Charlie's Wild Angel coming under a ride, and last of all is Claire and Sam. So 4 furlongs out, and Queen of Kantharos blazes the trail on this Thursday get-together and shows the way by a length and a half. Arrogant Girl right there trying to tack onto that speed, and a distant third is Ready to Film. 2 lanes down from that rival is Charlie's Wild Angel and being passed by Claire and Sam. At the 5/16, Queen of Kantharos is holding on. That leads only half a length. Arrogant Girl eyeballs the speed, and they have acres of space over Claire and Sam, who's closing in with a big kick too. Around the turn, 3/16 out. Queen of Kantharos is trying to see this through. Arrogant Girl has chased her out. A little erratic is Claire and Sam trying to get on track in the furlong grounds. Queen of Kantharos holding on by a thread. Arrogant Girl is trying to surge on past a stubborn leader. Arrogant Girl finally has the upper hand at 6-1, and Arrogant Girl has won it.
Arrogant Girl weighs down Queen of the Kantharos at the wire. Give Randy Allen his first, give Ociosa his second, and give Arrogant Girl her maiden win, $14.85, $3.20. Queen of Kantharos, $2.80, $2.20, and Claire's and Sam return $2.40. Your 2 was 4th. Your exact was $47.80. Your trifecta was $104 even, and you got a $1 refund back. We'll go to the second half of the early daily double, which will go 6 furlongs, which was an optional claim at 8,000. We had a 5 and 6 were out. Here's Josh.
Away and running. Good start on the inside for DT Goody. There goes the favorite Rockenfellers. Outside pace pressure coming from Rattlesnake Ridge, and Lawn Boy also gets going into that 3rd place position. And as they settle down, it's Rockenfellers who leads past the 5 furlong. Rattlesnake Ridge is only a length down in 2nd, and Lawn Boy is up the inside in that 3rd place position. Holy Saint is wide. DT Goody's at the rail, and in between rivals is Americano. So they flash past the half, and Rockenfellers with the money on shows the way a length and a quarter. Tracked by Rattlesnake Ridge with no excuses in 2nd. And Lawn Boy watches both of these guys duke it out on the front end. On the far outside, Holy Saint starts to gather momentum, and DT Goody's unwinding from the back of the pack, but is wide at the quarter pole. Where Rockenfellers is the first one to meet the quarter pole, still hounded by Rattlesnake Ridge. And up the inside, Lawn Boy's trying to squeeze on through a very tight spot. They swing, and Rockenfellers is holding on to a half-length lead. Lawn Boy continues to slowly take ground away. Rattlesnake Ridge slowly gives way. Inside the 16th pole, Rockenfellers at 4-5, still holding Lawn Boy at bay, and is going to get the victory here. Rockenfellers has won it.
Rockenfellers will make it 3-0. Give Sergio Perdones his first, and give Caramanas his first. 380, 280, 210 on the favorite. Lawn Boy for Mark Reed, 340, 240. Rattlesnake Ridge, 380, and your 1 was 4th. Your exacta was 1060. Your try was 3740. Your double was 3660, and your super was $73.70. And let's go to the 3rd race. We're going to go on a turf course, a mile and 70. Maiden claim in 16. Scratch the 6, the 8, the 9, and the 10. Here's Josh.
Okay. Away and running. Good rail speed from Catherine's Joy. Also tapped for speed is Angel's Entry. On the wide outside, Jaquavius is closing in, and Borgo by the Sea now links up with the course proper and hits the top with a circuit to go. So it's Borgo by the Sea, a nice and easy leader over tracking Jaquavius in 2nd, and Catherine's Joy is up the inside in 3rd. Angel's Entry shares 4th with Chief Alpha and Hard Timer as they enter the first turn of 2, and near the backfield early on is Magic Wizard, who's at the rail and passing that one 1 is Wolf Ranger. 6 furlongs to go over the good-rated turf, and Borgo by the Sea shows the way and the lead's only 3/4 of a length. Jaquavius is right there, sensing a slower pace, trying to tack onto the leader in second, and Catherine's Joy saves ground in a joint third. Hard Timer to the outside, and Chief Alpha is in that 5th place position. In front of Angel's Entry, Wolf Ranger, and Magic Wizard would have to pass them all. So in a race that's any void of pace at the 4 furlong peg, Borgo by the Sea continues to control things all his own way. Tracked intently by Jaquavius every step of the way, there's been no twist to the plot. Outside for Hard Timer, Catherine's Joy is ground saving, and the first one making a move from the back of the pack. Here comes Hard Timer on the far outside. They swing the corner, and it's still Borgo by the Sea holding on to a neck lead. Jaquavius is right there in a feisty mood. Now Chief Alpha emerges from out of the crowd as this field turns for home. Wolf Ranger's right there in the thick of it too. 3/16 to go. Borgo by the Sea has led him a long way and has sneaked away to a 1.5 length lead. Jaquavius has chased the entire length of the trip and drifting out badly, and Chief Alpha comes in between rivals, but Borgo by the Sea at 8-1 let him through out. Borgo by the Sea is the race winner.
Borgo by the Sea takes us from gate to wire, comes in from Colonial Downs, goes off at 8-1. You give Kelly Diddler her first and give Jaime Rodriguez his 57th, and the winner paid $19, 824.60. Cheap Alpha was second, 1066.60, and Jack Delicious was third, 440. And your 4 was fourth. Your exact 171.60. Your try 869 even. Your daily double 46.60. Your pick 3 was worth $225.60. And your super $1,307.80. Fourth race, we're going to go back to the main track. Maiden 2-year-olds, 25,000, 5.5 furlongs. Scratch the 1 and the 3, and here's your start.
All set. Away and running, blazing speed from Crabs and Beer. Wine to Roses is also showing good early speed, and here comes Peter D and Nay Dude. So those are the first 4 on settling down, and a Bendigo came away in that 5th place position. Don't forget to Blinks in front of 2 rivals, which is Loose Ends and Nothing Today from Rocky Dice. 4 furlongs to go, and Peter D controls the clock and shows the way by 3/4 of a length, tracked by Nay Dude up against the rail in second, and Crabs and Beers one off the inside for clear sailing. Bendigo is coming alive up the inside, and here comes Don't Forget to Blink also with momentum. Nothing more from Wine to Roses, and on the far outside, Loose Ends tries to get going, but has a 1/4 of a mile to do it in because Peter D's in hand and in command and kicks away at the top of the stretch. Crabs and Beer is trying to hold on to second. Loose Ends continues this huge charge down the outside along with Don't Forget to Blink, but Peter D has kicked away and is nicely clear. Crabs and Beer trying to hold second. Up the rail is Don't Forget to Blink, and on the outside Loose Ends, but this is over at 7-2. Peter D looks sharp.
Peter D wins in handy fashion, breaking his bait and give Andy Blanco his first because Michael Sanchez is 14th. And the winner returned $964.63.20. Loose Ends $3.260. Don't Forget to Blink $3, and the 6 was fourth. Your exact was $32.60. Your try was $73.80. Your daily double was $62. Your pick 3 was $192.90. And your pick 4 was worth $2,344 even, and your dollar super $106.40. We're going to go back to the turf. We're going to go 1.5 miles, starter allowance, scratch the 2, scratch the 6, scratch the 10. Here's your grass horses.
Away and running, blazing speed from Unconquered Spirit beat everybody else out of the gate like they were standing still. Now Seeing Sand injects more pace early, and now Atta Kid is relegated to 3rd. Shendham is in 4th position, passed on the outside by Bulldog Connection, and the last 3 just patiently being ridden at the back of the pack off Fluential, Makoto, and the early trailer is Ludicrous Mode. They enter the far turn on this first occasion, and the pace is on between Unconquered Spirit, who takes the shortest way, and Seeing Sand, who's drifted out a couple of paths off the rail. They are a length and a quarter clear in front of Bulldog Connection in 3rd and Atta Kids in 4th, and this pace is very quick for this long journey, and there's acres of space back to Shenham, and the other 3 couldn't spot the leaders with a telescope. They're going so fast, including Affluential outside from Makoto, and last of all is Ludicrous Mode. As they move in front of us for the first time, it's still that 4-pronged battle. Unconquered Spirit leads, but that's only a neck. Seeing Sand in between rivals Rivals, and Bulldog Connections in third with one circuit of the Delaware Park track to go. And Attakid smartly backs off the pace to be in fourth position, about 5 lengths off the lead. And Shenham, as the choice, is in the perfect position as they go around turn 2 of 3. Still quite a separation to Affluential, rail skimming Ludicrous Mode, and to the outside, Makoto's last of all. So they go down to the 5.5 and go back to where they began. Unconquered Spirit continues the lead, and Bulldog Connection continues the chase. And Attakid now grabs that third position away. Sea and Sand is floated off the rail. Shenham continues to be in hand and not asked yet, but is only 4 lengths down from the speed. Makoto starts to gather momentum from the back of the pack along with Ludicrous Mode, and Affluential still relegated to the tail. Midpoint of the backstretch run, Unconquered Spirit is trying to make most. Bulldog Connection right there breathing down that rival's neck. Sea and Sand is committed wide around the third turn. Attakid takes the shortest way. Shenham is still on hold, and from the backfield, Ludicrous Mode tries to close in. Midpoint of the turn, Unconquered Spirit now kicks away to a 1.5 length lead, but Shenham is taking giant strides now, and Shenham is ready to roll, and there goes Shenham kicking for home at the 3/16. Unconquered Spirit tries the counter in second, and Attakid's trying to pounce on the both of them. Homeward bound, Shenham strikes the top. Unconquered Spirit not going down without a fight. Attakid trying to come out over the 3 of them. Here's the finish. Unconquered Spirit holding. Attakid dives. Attakid got it.
Attakid sticks his head on the wire just in time, coming in for Penn National. Give Shaw his first one and give Attakid 15:40, 8:20, 2:80. Unconquered Spirit 13:24, 20. Shadam 2:10, and your 3 was fourth. Your exact 118 even. Your trifecta 218.40. Your double 84.60. Your pick 3 557.90. And your super $556.70. We go to the 6th race. We're back on the dirt. Claiming 8, down to 7, non-winners of 3, going a mile. Scratch the 5. Here's your start.
Away and running. Starter and the crew caught him on a perfect line too. True Grace, first one to break the line. And Diku comes up the rail. And just enough in the yellow cap is right there too as they charge around the first turn run. And as they settle, it's now True Grace with a neck in front. Indiku is settled to be in second, and just enough to the outside is sharing third along with Mega Millions. On the wide outside, Shoulda Had It now grabs that 5th place spot and is pulling hard on the jockey's hands, and there goes Shoulda Had It, the gray on the far outside. Percher's in mid-center field along with Ingreido on the wide outside, even wider than that is Sincere Man, and 20 Cities last of all. So True Grace leads him past the 5 furlong with a 1-length lead, just enough keeping tabs on that speed in second. Indiku, the long shot, is racing in third position, and in between rivals, Mega Millions is right there too. And the one in the gray cap, Percher, now lands third, and on the wide outside, Ingreido starts to gather velocity, and Shoulda Had It's right there in the thick of it too. Near the backfield is 20 City, and last of all is Sincere Man. 3 furlongs to go, just enough is ready to play its hand, and just enough on the outside puts that gray neck in front. True Grace tries to battle that rival, and Ingreido on the outside looms a threat, and so does 20 City from the backfield. In a well-sprung outfield, they approach the 3/16, and just enough had first run. Wide outside for Ingreido, who's starting to gather them all in, and 20 Cities now being produced late inside the furlong grounds, where it's just enough holding on to a 1-length lead. Here comes 20 City late on the scene. Ingreido trying to get past a stubborn leader. True Grace is at the rail. Just enough is holding on, and at 11-1, just enough has scored.
You see the gray gelding, just enough, drops from 20,000 to 8. Give Jose Ramirez his 3rd win, and give Ramon Mena his 19th. 25-20, 965-20 on the winner. The 7 was second, 520, 340. True Grace was third, 480, and the 4 was fourth, 126.40 on the exact, 718.60 on the try. The double, 228.60. The pick 3, $598.70. And your super was worth $1,140.40. The 7th race, we're back on a turf course, going 7.5 furlongs, an allowance test. Take out the 3, the 10, and the 11, and here's your lawnmowers.
Away and running. Good even start in the center for Battle Bus. And there goes Wicked Finn. And up the inside, I Am That I Am. And Pianzi's right there too. Center full Prospect's going to be wide around the first of two left turns. And Rydam's towards the rail along with Andre's Conquest second last. And Oxbow Pioneer is last of all. So up and around the first turn they go at the 6 furlong. And Battle Bus is the leader. And this one is unopposed too. He shows the way by only a length. Tracked on the outside by Wicked Finn, who's holding on to second. I Am That I Am is up the inside in third. In between rivals, Centerfold Prospect takes that fourth position away, and Andre's Conquest is in fifth position with less than 5 furlongs to go. Pianzi, who broke very well, is now near the backfield along with Oxbow Pioneer, and Rydam would have to pass them all. They flash down the back of the track, and it's Battle Bus at the 3.5, nursing a 2-length lead. Wicked Finn right there still holding on to second. I Am That I Am continues a ground-saving trip in spot number 3. Centerfold Prospect tries to take that away, and the one coming from the backfield is Rydam. With that black and white cap, starts to pick them off one by one as that quarter pole is now approaching. So Battle Bus is the first one to turn to the top of the stretch. Wicked Finn is chased throughout. Centerfold Prospect is wide and continuing to charge as Rydam from the back of the pack, but Battle Bus has the target on his back and a 1-length lead to hold. Wicked Finn's going to try to take another crack at this leader, but Battle Bus is on top of the 16th pole. Wicked Finn could not make up the ground. A 7-2 winner is Battle Bus.
Battle Bus wins the 7th. Give Linda Albert her first. Give Kevin Gomez his first. And give Battle Bus $9, $5.23. Wicked Finn second, $5.43. Rydam was third, $2.60. And 7 was fourth. Your exact at $39. Your try, $101. Your daily double at $117.80. Your pick 3, $635.40. And your pick 5, sit down, $50,893.40. And your super was worth $472 even. The 8th race was the Dover Stakes, a $50,000 item for 2-year-olds. We had 7, and they're on their way.
Away and running. On the outside, Rebel Empire was fast off the mark. Steve the van driver now strikes the top, and Stormy Bonnie tries to punch on through, and Mercury 10 is right there too. Near the backfield early on is Kick Rocks Kid along with Under the Radar, and a little bit of a slow start for the favorite, No Sabe Nada, who's last of all. So they flash past the half, and the leader is Steve the fan driver, tracked intently by Stormy Bonnie, and these two kick on as they rate around the turn, and Rebel Empire's in that third place position, and up the inside now, No Sabe Nada is trying to get on track. In 5th position is Mercury 10, and near the backfield is Under the Radar, and then trailing is Kick Rocks Kid. They arrive at the quarter pole, and Rebel Empire now has the pace in his hands and shot away to a 2-length lead. No Sabe Nada is going to try to close in the final 3/16 of a mile, but in the Dover Stakes, Rebel Empire trying to make short work of the opposition here is kicked away to a winning break. No Sabe Nada chases in second, and up the inside is Under the Radar. But here's Aubrey Green on a great ride at 16-1. Rebel Empire has won the Dover Stakes.
Rebel Empire made it look easy for Aubrey Green gets her 10th, Lynn Ashby gets her 8th, and Rebel Empire wins his first stake, 35.40, 10.65.40. No Sabanada, 260, 220. Under the Radar, 260, and the 2 was 4th. Your exact was $80. Your trifecta was 172.60. Your double was 137.20. Your pick 3, $955.70. Your pick 4, $14,738.10. While your dollar super, $221. The 9th race will be fillies and mares. Maiden special weight, go on 6 furlongs, take out the 1 and the 7. Here's the finale.
Away and running. Good speed in the center from Quality to Spare. Outside pace pressure from She's Dancing. And Above the Limit is also right there getting closer to the speed. Having to jam on the brakes was Map the Moment. And that one was passed by Mountain Lily, who grabs a share of third along with Tick Tockin' Away. Outside of that one is Maggie's Bid. Then a rail skimming Map the Moment in front of 2, which is Rapidamente. And at the back of the pack is Special Freedom. Past the 4 furlong peg, Above the Limit makes the lead nice and easy and shows the way a length and 3/4. Fellers. Tick-tocking away, trying to keep tabs on that speed in second. And on the outside, Mountain Lily is getting closer too. On the far outside, trying to close in is Maggie's Bid with a 3-deep challenge, and she's dancing right there in the thick of it too. Around the turn with that quarter pole in sight, above the limit leads. Still chasing in second is Mountain Lily. Wide trip for Maggie's Bid, but continues a steady advance as heads turn for home. And a rail skimming, she's dancing, trying to squeeze on through, and she's dancing, bolts to the top now. Fading was above the limit, wide outside. Maggie's Bid is closing in for the minor awards, but she's dancing at 9-1, making this look like a walk in a park on a steamy Thursday. She's Dancing has won it over Maggie's Bid, who was
She's
second.
Dancing. We're going to get first outs for Flint Stites coming here from Penn National. Give Flint Stites his second. Give Angel Suarez his 26, and give She's Dancing 21-47, 65-60. Maggie's Bid 420 and 420. That's okay. Above the limit 380, and the 8 was fourth. Your exact 89.20. Your try 787.40. Your double nice $755.60, and your pick 3 $1,299.50, and your super was worth $2,617.80. Let's take a look at your leading jockeys here today. Angel Suarez picked up 1, and Michael Sanchez picked up 1. That's about it. And Aubrey Green, she gets the stake today. She's in at 10. Let's look at the leading trainers here. Jaime Ness, nothing. Pecoraro, nothing. Lynn Ashby did get 1-8. That's the only change on the leaderboard for as far as the leading trainers and jockeys go. We had a really good handle today, folks. I appreciate your patronage. $2,735,713. That's as good as it gets on a Thursday. We were glad we were back on a turf course. The action that you were missing here at Delaware Park can always be found on youtube.com/Delaware Park Racing. That's youtube.com/Delaware Park Racing. So that'll wrap up Thursday's racing. I'm your host, JJ Gracie. For the crew here at Delaware Park, good night and good racing. Always find yourself in the winner's circle.